This is the part 2 of the best stores of London. We made the part 1 and you like it, and in this part we are going to visit different stores and even the Portobello Market. By the way, the Massimo Dutti that is behind me is where I used to be working as a suit specialist in the second floor when I was doing the made to measure. I don't think that one is recommended to visit, especially when you are here in London. We need to go to the stores that are just specialized, stores that are British. So let's start with the first one. We are in Portobello Market. Let's see what we can find here, especially for menswear clothes. And let's see if they are overpriced or they have a kind of fair price, or even if we can find any bargains. So let's find out. This is of course the things that we want to avoid, so just go and skip it. There, under the bridge, is where it gets a bit more interesting, especially for vintage clothes. So let's see what we can find.
As you can see, there are a lot of different vintage pieces. Most of them are from Barbour, actually are real vintage ones. I mean, at least they look like. Also, as you can see, Levi's, Ralph Lauren, but Ralph Lauren that to me are not really like vintage pieces, are actually things that you can even find today. We want something a bit more special, like this costume trench coat, or maybe this jacket with this amazing pattern that you cannot find today, but the fit wasn't for me. Or maybe you're looking for something like this, a leather jacket that is really like, you know, like wear out with a lot of character. Or maybe could be also a good option to find a really good army jacket that you can find there, like a real ones from the factories that are actually making jackets for the army from a lot of different years and different designs. But I wouldn't go for Levi's 541. Actually, most of them are not real vintage, are like from 5 or 10 years ago, so they are not made in the US or in England. They are made in China or whatever. What I found made in England, for example, is this trench coat. Really special, a collaboration between Harrods and Burberry's. I had a proper length, as you can see, a nice belt. The size was a bit big for me, I would say, but you know, with the belt could work. The problem it was first the price, that it was a bit expensive, around £300, 300 something. So I was thinking about it, but finally also I saw some stains on the fabric, so I decided just to let it go. And if you're looking for something really special, you might find it like this one, mixing two different fabrics in the same jacket. I mean, £95 for this. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a good price, but it's something you cannot find anywhere else with this kind of details on the fabrics. We saw a lot of Burberry's. I'm not sure about when they were made, but some of them were with a reasonable price, and even maybe you can ask for a bit of discount if you start talking to, you know, the owner. Maybe you can find something a bit more cheaper. And of course, in the UK, you can find also, if you're looking for this kind of wax jackets, Barbour is the best option. But be careful here first, because we are going to visit some different stores in this video from brand new Barbours that I would say they are worth it, but these ones that are vintage ones, they are really wear out. I wouldn't say they are worth it.
I don't know why, especially for Barbour, there are places that they don't want us to record. There are a few places the owner was a bit like rude, well, quite rude. They were saying even, do I look like a monkey?
Do I look like a monkey? Or are you treating me like a monkey? Even when you go to the zoo, you pay.
Should I stay or should I go?
The store that is behind me is a charity shop, and there are a lot of them in London, and in these kind of places is where I found neckties from really expensive brands for £1. So I think it's really worth it to visit them, especially if they are in your way, because if you're going directly to them to find something, you maybe don't find anything because you never know. But if it's in your way, just take the chance. So I use, what are you wearing today?
Literally a mix of a whole bunch of random things that I saw and I just literally threw them on. This is a vintage army jacket. If I'm wrong, I think it's American, but I have no idea. Again, thrifted, nice and easy, threw it on. British weather can be unpredictable. You can tell it's quite oversized. Then my dad's jacket, low double-breasted closure. I've been looking for a low double-breasted for the longest time. Couldn't find anything. And then I found this in the cupboard, so I thought, you know,
With only 4 buttons, not wrong.
4 buttons.
Yeah, I like that.
3 on the cuff in steel. Super nice and simple. I forget the name of the shirt. A Winchester shirt, which is the white cuff and the white collars with the contrasting stripe. Jeans were from Uniqlo with the white straight cut. I promise you, this is the only pair of denim I own. The Cuban heels. I have no idea where from. I have no idea where from.
But I think everything is working great together. This kind of mix between formality and casual. So I think you have a great outfit.
Much appreciated. Very kind of you.
And of course, if you are in London, you need to visit Belstaff. Try their jackets, see what fits you well, try different sizes, compare them, but don't buy them there. You know, if you go to different retailers, if you wait until sales, you can find a better price than going directly to the store of the brand. As I mentioned in different videos here in my channel, if a brand is selling their products in different retailers, go to that retailers. Belstaff, by the way, is not made anymore in the UK. At least the Trial Master is made in Albania, as you can see there. So it's no, I would say, for the price you pay, is worth it, and in this case I'll go for Barbour. Actually, I wanted in this trip to buy a new Barbour because I already have one, and I'm not going to visit the Barbour store. I was looking for online for the best prices, and I knew that I need to go for different retailers. Like in this case, I went to different stores because in my case, since I was staying just like a really short time in London, just 3 days in this case, so I needed to buy it in a physical store, because even if you go and you stay like maybe 1 week, you might find an online store that is offering the best price. In my case, the difference was like around 10 or 15 pounds. That is actually for the delivery, and I wanted to be sure about the size, so I went to different retailers to try different models. I wanted the Beadle because I like the style and I know that it's made in the UK. So I went to Selfridges, where I found the color that I was looking for, this green that I love this color, and I was trying different sizes to be sure about the size. You know, the fit of a Barbour jacket is quite baggy, especially the Beadle, so I wasn't sure if go for this one that is on the smaller size or going for just a bit bigger size, one bigger. And finally I went for this one, which is the size 40, and it fits me quite well, especially for the sleeves, because the one size down was a bit shorter on the sleeves. But if you want to wear it like a bit loose, because this kind of jackets are supposed to be wear it like this, like a bit relaxed, a bit loose, so I like it and I decided to buy it. And I recommend to stop by here, La Mariuccio. They are making the best cheesecake of London. It's Basque country made, and I got a big one because I'm going to share it with friends. We are going to have dinner, but I recommend here to have a slice, and it's really really tasty if you like this kind of cheesecake.
Looks like vintage style.
Coffee and Hudson.
I don't know that brand.
Well, that's in Jordan Street.
And your shirt is a made to measure shirt, or
That's from Eden Ravenscroft,
Uh-huh.
which are on the corner.
And your trousers?
They are from Roderick Charles.
Uh-huh.
They're quite old.
Okay.
They're in Jordan Street.
And do you have a watch? Can I ask you about what is?
Watch. No, don't ask me about my watch. My watch. I lost my Omega watch, which was given to me by somebody, and so I now have a Seconda for £20.
Okay.
It looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
The next day we went to Anglo Italian, which is a brand that is mixing the style, as the name it says, English and the Italian style. I tried a few pieces, and you know, I wasn't really happy with the fit. I mean, it was my size, my proper size, but it was too baggy. I would say even it was more loose than the Barbour jacket. But I love the style. They have few pieces that are really nice. So if you have the chance to go, just go and visit the store. They are not really happy with cameras, so I wasn't allowed to record anything. I just took few pictures of myself trying different pieces, but they are really nice and polite. And to have lunch, I recommend to go and try things. Different places in Chinatown that I've been trying for a while, and this one I think for me is one of the best.
This color is from Stanley by handmade.
Oh, you have a nice lining as well. Can we see a bit of the lining?
Of course.
Nice. And what about the waistcoat?
I've got this brand. Sorry, I forget.
Okay, no worries.
Yes, and my shirt is from handmade too.
Handmade. Okay.
And
the tie?
is
Bulgari.
yeah, Bulgari.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And your belt? You have a nice belt.
My belt is vintage. It's from my father.
Oh, but it's a really nice belt. You cannot find this kind of belts nowadays.
Yes, thank you.
And trousers?
China is from Edward Sexton.
Edward Sexton.
Yeah.
Okay. And your
The
shoes?
shoes is a brand from China.
Okay.
And
It has a name? T2.
TG.
TEG. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Chinese brand.
Okay.
And you know, if in my way is a charity shop, I never miss the opportunity to have a look inside, because sometimes you can find really good pieces, like these shoes from Lock, made in England, Goodyear stitching, that for the price that they were offering is a really great price. And I already have enough shoes. I wasn't looking for shoes, you know, especially I love charities to get like a new tie, or maybe you never know what you're going to find. Maybe something really vintage like I did years ago, and I got like a Gap jeans made in England, or a lot of my ties that are from charity shops that I got even for £1, one made from Harrods. So you never know what you're going to find. And actually in this video we found in the next charity shop a great pair of Crockett & Jones shoes. The next stop is Clutch Cafe, that it has especially a lot of denim brands made in Japan, a lot of different brands that are really focused on quality, that I actually recommend. If you are into denim, go there and try their different fits or chinos. Even they have like the machine, like a original one, or at least looks like a really good one, to make the chain stitching to adjust your hem to the proper length of your jeans. And this is something not many brands do, and especially for this kind of prices, so it is great to visit. They also have army jackets and a lot of different designs and really interesting things. And really close from there we have Natalino, which the store is almost brand new. They just recently opened it, and it has a great variety of jackets. I was trying this one made of 100% linen. It was actually fitting quite well. You know, I have my own brand and I can do this myself, made to measure, and in this case I needed a few adjustments to make it properly for me. But this brand offers a lot of great options, especially for jackets and trousers. I was surprised for the last of these shoes, but they were made in Vietnam and I wasn't really like 100% sure with them, but they are nice. And you know, really close from there we got another charity shop that I was looking for, special ties. But what I found in this charity shop was these shoes, another pair of Lock shoes made in England, Goodyear stitching for £30. Also Belstaff, Italian brand, also brand new, Mark & Spencer, this kind of, you know, summer walks copy that a lot of brands are making. They were brand new for £35. I'm not a big fan of this kind of shoes, but the best option there, it was this Crockett & Jones, that it was made in collaboration for another brand, and only for £90. If you polish that shoes, if you just take care a bit of them, you will have a really nice pair of new shoes from Crockett & Jones made in England for £90. So you never know what you might find in a charity shop. So if you have the chance to visit, just go and visit it. And that's all. Thanks for watching. Comment below for new stores that I could visit in my next visit to London, and I'll see you next time.